Yes, absolutely. I mean, I think that what happens, because human beings, by nature, we have certain flaws in our thinking, and that's why logic was traditionally taught as an actual science in order to redress flaws. One of the flaws of people is cause and effect. People will often mistake, because they see certain effects, they'll mistake the cause. It's difficult to determine real cause. Now, what will happen if you look at the Muslim world, as a non-Muslim, when they look at the Muslim world, and they see the dysfunctional nature of Muslim societies, they assume the cause is Islam. Yes. Whereas for a Muslim looking at the Muslim world and understanding his religion, he knows, in fact, the cause is the abandonment of Islam. It's the fact that these people are no longer practicing Islam. And so that's the important thing, is to understand that, you know, the Arabs have a beautiful principle in the science of bayan, which is one of the sciences of language. They say, al-hukmu ala shay'in far'un an tasawwurihi, that before we can judge a thing, we have to understand it in all of its variables. And we're filled with a world of prejudice. People are constantly prejudging. The average American will make remarks about Islam. They'll think that they're liberal, humanistic, unbiased, unprejudiced, and yet you ask them what they think of Islam. Oh, that's a stupid religion, it's a backward religion, it's oppressive to women. Have they ever read the Quran? No. Have they ever read a tradition of the Prophet Muhammad? No. So what are they basing that on? They're basing it on just observing Muslim societies. Well, if we observe Christian societies, have we seen turn the other cheek applied in the West in the last 2,000 years? Was turn the other cheek applied in Iraq? Right? The biblical foundation of the Torah, according to Rabbi Hillel, who's one of the greatest Jewish rabbis, is that the entire message of the Torah, which is the Jewish book, is love God and love thy neighbor as thyself. Do we see the Jews practicing that towards their Palestinian neighbors? Does that mean that the Torah is invalid as a book because of what the Jews are doing? Does that mean the gospel is invalid as a book because of what the Christians are doing? But unfortunately, people apply logic outside of themselves that they like, and then they refuse to apply it on their own selves.
Let's talk